have some breaking news that we need to get to. A last-minute call on a lawsuit against Vice President Mike Pence. A federal judge has tossed out a lawsuit against the vice president to overturn the election results. The Department of Justice issued the request on Pence's behalf last night to a federal judge. The suit was filed by Republican Congressman Louie Gohmert of Texas and other GOP lawmakers this week. Congressman Gohmert is joining us now. Congressman, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Emerald. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And, it's good to hear from you right after this is happening. Now, the judge said that you lacked standing to sue. What's your reaction to this?
Well, my reaction is that your monologue was perfectly on point. This is an example of when the institutions that our Constitution created to resolve disputes so that you didn't have to have riots and violence in the street, it's when they go wrong. Now, I still believe in the court system. I was part of the court system for decades, and both as a litigant, as a judge, and as a appellate chief justice. So I believe in it. But I also can tell you that back when I was a highest level trial judge here in Texas, and I had an extremely controversial case, most of my judge friends said, don't try it. Get rid of it, do whatever you have to. Don't try this case. It's dynamite. And I lost sleep one night trying to decide what to do. And by morning, I realized if I was going to run from the office I ran for, I had no business being there. But unfortunately, there are many judges that have never come to that conclusion. They think, let's just avoid it. Let's use procedural things. And I appreciate the opportunity to point out there still has not been one court, state or federal, that has had an evidentiary hearing and allowed the evidence of fraud to come in and be introduced. Yeah. So all this stuff about it being debunked, unsubstantiated, those are absolute lies, complete lies. The only hearings that have been held by legislatures, and as you pointed out, Georgia has now had one, and every time there is one, people come away going, oh my gosh, this fraud is incredible. And so anyway, with regard to the standing issue, if a member of Congress who is going to object to electors that were fraudulently sent there, and a state has sent 2 sets, and I don't have standing to go to court and say the Electoral Act, it has got an unconstitutional provision. If I don't have standing to do that, nobody does. And if the appropriate defendant is not the vice president that under the Constitution has the power to make that determination, then there is no. But the bottom line is the court is saying, we're not going to touch this. You have no remedy. Basically, in effect, the ruling would be that you got to go to the streets and be as violent as